Kilo, come here. Come here. So, yes, boy. Yes. That's right, family, It's all I want to enjoy in life, Rastafari, So I give life, and no man can take it away, It's a beautiful morning, a beautiful uprising, Seems that way, just chilling in peace, In time for our Freedom Redemption International Repatriation. Most High, last year, Jah Rastafari, blessed the Black Majesty. Yes, Royal Family, the Priest, bless up, love, Royal Family, love. All Emmanuel eyes, last year, Jah Rastafari, great is our God and greatly to be praised in the city of our God, the mountain of His holiness. Holy Mount Zion eyes, last year, Jah Rastafari. Thank for the blessed rise of my Lord and Empress, Prince and Princess. You're chilling with the priest. Yes, Royal Family, right? Just all I want to still, and Douglasville, Georgia, chilling with some farm, blessed up the Royal House, taking the salvation wherever we go, Give thanks for the love and the powers of Rastafari, which is a love for one another, Love one another as ourselves, in this judgment, All Emmanuel eyes, that's the eye, Jah Rastafari. Bless up yourself, don't stress up yourself. Black it up, black again, Forefront, we the black Ethiopians, Israelites strong, in this time, in the West, Chant fee go home, House of Israel, to our father's land, Come to bring down white supremacy, in this time, and bring up greater love, which is the black love from creation, it's the love of the black Christ, the black Moses, the black God of Israel, Jehovah, Jah Rastafari. So we do give thanks, for all powers and dominion, for the man set, even from creation, The man set us up, even in a high place, Yeah, we got a little friend chilling with us today, That's all I want to, Yeah, just say, we come to love all things in this time, So we give thanks for the love, that is going through it even in this time, Where, ones and ones are rising and awakening, to this power of love, which is black supremacy and righteousness and salvation, It's for all human beings, to have the equal right and justice, Equally guaranteed, to all race, We have to uplift one another as humanity, and respect, and love for one another, Love is just not a four-letter word, We heard it for so many years, As nations and people practice using the word love, But yet we see in the earth, we see so much devastation, we see so much youths them crying and dying, We see the age forsaken, you know what I mean? Throwing old folks' homes and mistreated and, Yeah, we see, the abortion of the babies even in this time, the murder rate, even in humanity, It's insanity, really in this time, And we see the crossbreeds in the mind of the people, and their inventions, Even in their, perverted inventions, All these things, bring a corruption in earth, It brings destruction to our people, Yeah, because life is built upon principle, the principle of righteousness, Yeah, it's only one way, It's just one way, Father Moses' way, It's just the right way, Everything must be done in righteousness, If it's not built righteous, on a righteous cause, it's like you building on sand, But a righteous man built his house upon a rock, Only Emmanuel eyes, last year, Jah Rastafari, So we must show this love among ourselves, from nation to nation, The man saying this time, every nation to their station, The black man for go back to Africa, The European to go back to Europe, Chinese man to go back to China, and the Indian to go back to India, These western parts is for the Awak Indians, Yeah, so same said way, I you came across on 17th century, transatlantic slave trade, I won't go back home to our land, There's some among I, in the West, of our same race, you know, the blacks who claims, you know, that, you know they was here before even the Europeans same said way, and these same native Awak Indians, you know. Well, they free for stay down here in the West, you know, this is their land, you know. You know, it's for them, you know, for stand up for their land, you know, and take it forward, you know, from the oppressor, you know. King Selassie coming out, you know, to break oppression. Rastafari, the king of Ethiopia, you know. The man speak to United Nations, you know, and he dressed the morality of the earth, you know, and showing one, you know, everyone, you know, must have a right, you know, a right in truth, you know, and justice, you know, and equality, you know. Yeah, so even in this time, royal family, yes, royal family, so through the love, you know, and through the joy of Rastafari, you know, its rightful ruler, you know, the other rulers of it right now in this time, you know, even this upcoming generation is to look into these such rights, you know, and justice, you know, as, you know, our elders, you know, pass on, you know, into their own, you know, their own end of their journey, you know. So upcoming a new generation, which is I and I, you know, who must see that all the rights, you know, and justice that are in the human, you know, rights charter, you know, United Nations, you know, human rights charter, that all these rights be fulfilled, you know. You know, we the black people, we the black United Nations, you know, calling upon the white United Nations, you know, to execute such, you know, judgment and right, righteous judgment and right, to give the people a right, you know, the suffering masses, you know, get them a right internationally, you know, freedom of movement, you know, free all prison doors, you know, and set the captives free. Must die, Rastafari. It's just another moment with the priest, touching you from Atlanta. Please don't forget to subscribe. Give thanks for your love. Bless up yourself. Don't stress up yourself. Black again. Jah, Rastafari, Majesty.